guys, welcome to another car review. And last time, this was, well, in one of my first videos, this was what I brought up about doing a review on Skoda Fabia, Monte Carlo 1.2 TFSI, obviously turbo, not TFSI, TSI, sorry. 94 brake horsepower, is it?
No, 90 brake horsepower.
90 brake horsepower, sorry. So yeah, it's obviously a 2017 plate. It's the Monte Carlo, which means it's got the sport suspension, the upgraded seats.
Got the performance, well, the sport air filter as well.
The sport air filter. It's also got a flat bottom sports steering wheel. So yeah, obviously Skodas were kind of frowned upon when we see it before Volkswagen bought them to become part of the VAG group. This is literally the first time I've ever drove it. I've been in it plenty of times, being a passenger, and it feels quite nippy for a small car. Oh, you can see the panoramic sunroof. Panoramic ceiling.
It's got a nice little shutter here for anybody interested, and you can just bring it back and forwards. There's the same one for the back as well.
Yeah, back and forth, I can have it closed, but it's the first time I've drove a car under 100 brake horsepower in a long time since my first car. So, and with turbo as well, it's the first time I drove a car under 100 brake with a turbo, because the MR2 was 168 with no turbo.
What did you think of my Polo? Because you did drive that.
I drove your Polo before the Audi, and this was before I was really into my cars, but driving it, I don't know, it was all very new. You had to do everything very soft. Obviously, my first car being a Fiesta was everything clunky. So I can't really have a proper memory of your Polo.
This is 8 valve, and my Polo was 16 valve.
Right, okay.
So I don't really know what that actually means. I just know that it doesn't stretch as far, you know, in like the gear ranges and everything like that.
Yeah.
Obviously it's still nippy, it's still good in that.
Yeah, the suspension.
Yeah, nice and tight, like rim bends and everything.
But yeah. So this car, retail price when it come out was about, what was it, late 9s?
Yeah, so between like, I think the range is now between like 8 and 11 grand, depending on the year and the mileage and everything like that.
But for, it's a car that's 8 grand, but this has only done what? How many miles this car does?
I think it's like 30,000 miles.
30,000 miles, which is nothing. That's like second gear, that's right. I'll do a fourth. No, but for what you pay, for the package that you get, for the insurance group that it comes with, which by the way it's very good on insurance for young drivers.
Yeah, I think it's about...
Because the owner of this vehicle is a young female, into her cars as well. That's why she got it, because she wanted a car that was modified, that she could add bits and bobs to, like wind deflectors and stuff that doesn't cost her a fortune, because all the main stuff done to it, like the seats, the suspension and all that stuff. So it's cheap on insurance. The tax is like £20 a year.
I think that, yeah, £100 a month on insurance.
£100 a month
no
on
black
insurance,
box.
no black box, but it all depends on your area of the insurance. But majority, can't speak to the tongue like I, mainly cheap on insurance. But yeah, so tax is cheap. Petrol wise, I don't know, what's the...
I think it's about between 30 and 35 mpg. But if you think about, like, at the moment, obviously it's colder, so she does whack her heaters on and stuff like that. And I think you can probably tell with the clutch, you can't really drive this car soft. It's very like harsh all the time and nippy. It's all like instantaneous. Obviously that doesn't mean it's rapid or it's fast or anything like that. You just have to do everything with it fast, like everything's sharp. So it's that Monte Carlo, and it is sporty.
It's like the Polo for the Volkswagen.
Yeah, it's like the GTI, but without the brake horsepower in it.
Yeah.
Like you get the same stuff in terms of your technology and everything like that. And I suppose that we talk about Polos, it's before they brought the new Polos out.
It's actually quite grippy, quite talking with the wheels when you go.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you?
yeah, it's, you know what? It's very, very good controlled car. Like it's not a motorway. It's not an aero bomber. It's nothing like you go on the motorway and runner in the road. It's not like you go on the motorway and you'll be thrashing all these cars and all these stuff. But it's like if you want to go on like your back roads and all that. And
I think if you're a young person who's into the sporty cars, don't forget as well, if you don't want to, if you're one of those who's a bit worried about declaring your mods on your insurance, which you always should, by the way, like this has everything with it. Like it sounds a bit sporty, it feels a bit sporty.
There's still plenty to do if you want to do it, but there's also still a lot done to be satisfied with it. But yeah, so I like the car. For the price, you can't really argue with what's been done with it. So the view on Skoda being a bit meh. In today's with VAG, they bought Seat and everything. So I really do think for the money, for everything you get.
But that's what they said. They said when Volkswagen first bought Seat and Skoda, Seat was meant to be the higher of the two brands, you know, of Skoda and Seat. And it turned out that Skoda was basically selling more than Seat was, and then they kind of swapped it round. So this is
the definition of you get what you pay for, really. You don't get anything less than what you pay for. If anything, you get a bit more.
Yeah, it's comforting, isn't it? The only thing I would say is, and what she struggled with, is trying to find parts for it. So like for your Astra, you can kind of search like Astra VXR bumper or something like that. But because everything is very factory sporty, like, and it being the high end, you can't really go and buy a Skoda Fabia bumper with an exhaust hole in, and you know, things like that. So everything's got to be custom, and I suppose when it's custom, it's a little bit dearer.
That's what you get when you start marling with a car community. Everything becomes expensive. But yeah. So guys, this is the cockpit of the Skoda Fabia Monte Carlo, and as I was talking about, you've got the flat bottom steering wheel with the red stitching on, the Skoda badge and the dials for the car, the cockpit. It's also got Apple CarPlay and all your aircon and your climate control for your car. It's a 5-speed manual, but yeah, that's the inside. It's got the LED, it's got your temperature, it's got your fuel, obviously. But yeah, that's the inside, guys. Just another quick one. These are the upgraded white stitching, red, black and grey Monte Carlo seats. They're an optional extra for the Monte Carlo upgrade. But yeah, for the package, you get everything. Also has cruise control. Sorry about the dirt on the end, guys. This is an after video of just doing the Mazda. I don't know if it's quick before or after, I'm not sorted about it yet. But this is the little economical 1.2 TSI 98 horsepower engine. As you can see, there's not much to it. You can fit that in the boot of your car. But yeah, 8-cylinder. Little spark plugs, your coil pack, all there. That's your air filter. But yeah, like I said, there's not much to it. You get what you see, you get what you pay for. LED daylight running lights, which are very nice. You got your little front splitter, as you can see. But as you walk round the car, it's a nice colour blue. You've got 17-inch alloys, not 317.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 17 Skoda Fabia wheels from factory. Quite like them. So some refurb, actually scuffed Turkish curb. But yeah, they're very nice. You've got the panoramic roof, which you might be able to see from the outside, which is real car, but it's better on the inside. 5-door. It's 5-door, as you can see. It's quite, for what you get, it's quite a spacious car. It's not the biggest, as I said. Like, I struggle fitting into it, but I'm quite a big person. The boot space, as you can see, she's a farmer girl. She likes her horses in the farm, and it does what she needs to do. It gets her to the farm. It fits all of her equipment in. But yeah, that's.
Promise you that's not a big bag of anything else other than actually sold. Prepared for the winter months she is.
I promise you this isn't Pablo's car. You've got the Monte Carlo spoiler, which they don't all come with that on as well. It's got the nice little lip. Monte Carlo racing badge there. Got your nice little, never noticed this before, they have little nice little side skirts underneath. Black mirrors. But like I said, for the price of the car, you can't really argue with what you get. 8 to 10 grand depending on the mileage, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more. But you get, as you can tell, you get everything. You get custom seats, you get your personal climate control, which you don't already have. You've got your LED dash, you've got cruise control, you've got your 3-dimensional steering wheel, 90 brake horsepower, 130 off a stage 1 remap, economical, cheap on insurance, tax. So yeah, for a young starting off driver, this is a perfect car, done very well by Skoda from Volkswagen. But yeah.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely.
Last but not least, guys, the panoramic sunroof in full force. You can shut it, vroom, open it, vroom. But yeah, as I was saying, this is the last year where you could buy the seats like this, because as the car get newer, they downgrade everything because they wanted you to buy more, they wanted you to pay more. So like I said, the value for money is even better. 2017 Skoda Fabia Monte Carlo. You get what you pay for here, that and more, unlike all these newer cars. That's the review on the car. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell notification button and comment any videos, any cars you think I should review. Thanks guys.